All right, so I'm starting this video. It'll be my first pouring one. These are my colors. This is grass green. I'm pouring all of my, the pouring medium I'm using is Floetrol. It's from Australia. It helps with the larger cells and if I want a pearl effect. Depending on how I go about making however the effect I want to do, whatever technique I want to use as far as my pour. So I've got some fancy black here with just a little bit of Floetrol. I plan on doing a swipe, but I think I might not. I think I might just do a straight pour or an open cup pour. I haven't quite decided yet, but the fancy black is going to be a little bit thinner to help create more lacing in cells. So it's the right consistency. I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of just pours out a little bit. This is the most time consuming, is when you mix your paints with your mediums. A lot of people use just regular American Floetrol, and that's okay. You can always add wood conditioner to it, the Minwax Pre-Stain wood conditioner. You don't use a whole lot. So if you want to have an Australian like Floetrol, you use regular Floetrol. You want to strain it because there's a lot of times it'll be sitting for a while and you want it to thin out and not be lumpy. This is my first video, so you'll have to bear with me. It might be a while. Anyway, the biggest time is mixing your paints. So I'm using Amsterdam White, and it is from, well, Titanium White. It's an Amsterdam, and it's a lot thicker. It's really pasty, so this takes me a lot longer to blend than the ready to pour paints that I use also. But I stretch the 2 ounces out by using the mediums, and it'll I can do plenty of paintings with just 2 ounces of paint. It just extends the life of the colors as far as the volume goes. So anyway, I've got the setup here. I know it's kind of messy, but that's okay. So my white is going to be my base color. It's still kind of thick, but it takes forever to do this. And I've got my phone charging because it was down to 14%. I didn't charge it last night. This is time consuming, and as you can see, there's still a lot of paint at the bottom, and it's super thick. But that's okay. I don't know if you can see that consistency, but it's like honey. And that's kind of what you want. Again, depending on what style of pour you want to do. What I've learned, all the YouTube videos from the fancy pants pourers and artists that I've watched to get different ideas of different ways to do pouring. The ones I typically use are the swipe is my favorite, and then I do a flip cup, or I do a ring pour, which that's how I create my geodes. And mostly my beach pours are usually swipes or flip cups or an open pour. That one I just did on Sunday, the one where the blue and the yellow blended together and made green, but then the orange I got a lot of cells. And it looks kind of like a beach pour, which I will be embellishing with some ocean tattoos. Ocean sea life. I think that's okay. I want to move my canvas. Don't want to get my hair in the way either. Anyway, so where did my hair go? I'm going to put my hair up because I have a lot of it. I know, everybody's getting old, right? That's okay. I get those wrinklies. This may not stay, I just have way too much hair. Okay, on to my blue-green, my light baby blue or powder blue with a little bit of that pastel blue in it. And it's got kind of like a seafoamy green color. I didn't have a whole lot of the original color that I wanted to use, but sure is pretty. I'm trying not to go with a dark blue again. I've been using a lot of blues, and I'm not really a blue person, but I'm really digging blues on the paintings. It's just so vibrant and pretty. So this is more of a seafoam green with a hint of blue in it, just a light blue. Well, I hope everybody is, surviving this COVID stuff, because that's a pain in the petunia. I'm working on, this one is a 16 by 20 canvas, I think. That's what I'm reading over there. 16 by 20 in the 5-pack that I bought online. 2 of them were damaged. 2 of my canvases were damaged. And I guess how you repair that is with just tape. You tape the back of the canvas. I haven't tried it yet. I'm still disappointed. So with this Australian Floetrol that I bought, this last batch, I got a larger container. And unfortunately, the package was damaged when I got it. You'd think by paying $90 to get it halfway across the world from Australia here, they would have packaged it a little bit better than they did. They just basically wrapped it in cardboard paper, and it had gotten damaged. This is neon purple. Looks like a magenta. And this was about 3 ounces of paint. So, like I said, it just takes a long time, so I'm trying to think of things to talk about. And yes, my hair looks better down, but that's okay. I'm not here to impress anybody with my hair. Although, if you guys have any tips on hair detangler, it takes me about 15 to 20 minutes using the stuff I have. I've tried a lot. They no longer sell the VO5 detangler, and that seemed to have worked the best on my hair. I know I need to get it trimmed, but I haven't done that in a few years, because the last time I did that, they cut about 7 inches off my hair, and I've been growing my hair out since 2007. So my hair grows really slow because it grows out before it grows down because it's so thick. And it's gotten a lot curlier since. All right, so all my colors are mixed. Anyway, as I've gotten older, my hair's gotten curlier. So I think I'm good with my colors. So we've got the grass green, we've got the neon purple, I've got my mixture of the blue-green, which is more of a seafoam, and then I've got my fancy black. I'm going to go really simplistic with this one. I don't know what I'm looking for today. I've done those other ones, and I did open cups, but this is the consistency of the main ones. The white is going to be a little thicker. Let me get up here, move this around. So I'll use this as my base. This is the Amsterdam Titanium White. It is the most expensive paint, along with the Australian Floetrol. Anyway, did I tell you it was $90 for shipping for this big container and then a 4 milliliter? So this big, it's like a half gallon. Anyway, $90 for the 2 containers. And yeah, yep, I won't be doing that again. I have a thing of Minwax that I'll be using and make my own Australian Floetrol. Alright, see that honey consistency? Beautiful. It's a little thicker than the other ones, like I wanted. I've got a mess here. I have a big garbage bag over here just so I could throw stuff in it. Paper towels for my hands. But I will be putting some gloves on. After I make this, it won't move. Okay. Oh, what time is it? Hopefully Dave's not home yet. He was bored. He may have left work early. Because surely I've not been doing this for an hour and a half. I might add a little bit of distilled water because the sink water, I find, Dasani, and what I've seen and read, that it cracks because it dries faster and the minerals in the water winds up causing cracks. That's why I had some beautiful paintings. I'll show you one as a matter of fact. This one right here, as soon as I poured it, I had a lot of offers on it, but this is what the minerals did to it. So it cracked, and I don't know if you can see the cracks right there. But yeah, it was a beautiful painting, and it was just, I was just distraught. Anyway, I can always pour over it, right? So I've heard you can also soak these and get the water off, or you can soak them and peel the paint off, or you can sand them and all that. All right, here we go with some more mixing. I added some distilled water. I'll take that off. So I'm going to do something simplistic here. And I'm probably going to move my phone down so you can get a better idea. I don't have anything to hang it from, so you can't see like what exactly I'm doing. We're into this video for 13 minutes, right? I know grass green doesn't seem to be the best color choice, but I think it's going, my idea with a swipe, which I'm not going to do. Yeah. Gotta scrape the bottom because that's where all the thick paint is. Like I said, this is what takes the longest time, besides figuring out what color schemes you want to use. All right, I don't have any fancy music going on in the background like some. Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I think, you know what? I think I'm going to make it easy and do an open cup pour. Let's see if I can get this little vase off. Come on. There. See, I just did this one the other day. This is with the same color palette that I used that little beach pour, and the yellow and the blue turn green. I mean, it's cute, right? And then I'll fix the top part of it. But anyway, it's all right. It's my first glass pour. on a vase. So we'll move that, move it out of the way, and hopefully it won't fall. All right, so we're gonna peel this little open cup thingy that I'm using, but I'll use the other side after I peel the paint off. This is a silicone wrap that went around a ceramic coffee cup, and I find that it works well. I'm going to turn it inside out because it'll give it a little bit different of a pour technique because of the ridges on the inside. I don't know if you can see the detail on them as opposed to the outside. So we'll start with a whiter top. And we're going to start with white, and then we're going to probably alternate white in between each color, and I'm going to try not to use too much of the grass green, and then we're going to tilt. So let me see, you guys can't see this. Let me see if I can get it to bend a little bit. There. All right. All right, so what you do is you basically layer your paints, got white here, and I'm gonna pour some white around part of it, not all of it. It'll help the paint move. It'll help the colors move with this. We're gonna go with the grass green. Cheers. And hopefully it layers and not sinks to the bottom. Ooh, it's already got some pretty cells. Want to see? I'm already getting some cells. Let's see if I can do this without. Probably not, huh? All right, let's see if I can set this up again. Sorry. Okay, we're 17 minutes in. Let's go with a little bit of black. Fancy black. Not a whole lot, just a little. And we're going to go with the magenta or the neon purple. Then we're going to add white again. And I'm going to see if I can lower this. Oh, the purple just sank. Darn it. Let's see if I can. Oh, check that out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh boy. Oh, I'm getting excited already. Oh, can you guys see it? You can. Oh, yes. You can see it. Super excited. Oh, Koba, hi. Yeah. I know. Oh, it's growing. They're growing. Let's add some of this blue. Oh, heavens. You can kind of see it through the side. Oops. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Can you see it growing? That's why you add the paint on the outside. Because then the stuff that's in the cup pushes it out. Oops, as you can see. Paper towel. Oh, wow. Can you see it growing? Oh, look at how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yes, Koba. I see you. Here comes the blue. Got my little flamethrower here to pop any extra air bubbles. All right, you guys. Ooh. I know I'm kind of talking to myself, but that's okay. Check this out. Look at that. Can you see it? Look at that. It's gorgeous. All right. So I'm going to add some more white. And we might lift it up and pull it over up to the right here. I want to add some more blue because it's pushing out that way because that's where I added the extra paint. And I really want this blue to show through. The green's really coming through with the fancy black. You can see it growing. There. Can you see it? I don't know if you can't see the details, but it's so pretty. All right, we're gonna add some more of this fancy black. I'm gonna move it to this side of that pour side here, so you can get that. I should put some gloves on. Oh, wow. Gosh, now I don't know if I want to use any more green. We're going to move this out this away. We're going to stretch some of these out. I might have to do 2 canvases. I made too much paint. This is a 16 by 20. Where's my light? Oh, you're going to see this. Hold on. Whether I'm wearing gloves or not, I still have to. Here, can you see it growing? See the details in there? Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you can see. See what's in the cup? You can see them growing. All right. Let's see if I can set that up. All right. Now, I love it when this kind of thing happens because then I get excited about it and I just hope the white doesn't go away because I want the white in there. It kind of gives it some dimension along with the black. So, here we go. You see it pushing through? I gotta pay attention because I don't want to overdo it. So my green's kind of going away on this side. So, magenta I've got going on here. I really don't want that white's it's coming underneath it. Let's add some more green. So it's a little bit of a process, but so worth it. You get these beautiful cells. All right, I'm gonna get some fresh paper towels and get a pair of gloves on while this kind of seeps itself, because I think we're ready to stretch the painting out. And you guys will see how that works. I'll put that there because I like it there. Detail on this is so pretty. I might add just a tad more black. Oops, my gloves are different colors. That's all right. Sometimes at work I accidentally drop the gloves on the floor when I'm pulling extra ones out or on the counter. Then I just shove them in my pocket. And then they're already soiled. All right, here we go. I don't want to lose some of those cells. So, I don't know if you can see it. Make some room here. Might do a second one, but let me So with this too, besides getting out all the air bubbles, it also brings to life some of the other colors that are on the bottom that I've noticed. So I'm a novice at this. I'm not a professional by any means, but I love it. It's so much fun. I'm thinking about doing all right, here we go. We're gonna tilt. We're gonna do it slowly because I really don't want to lose some of those cells and the definitions of them. Like that in the corner that's coming right to you. I may not have enough paint. We'll see. Can you guys see those? Oh, you can't. I'm going to lose some of them. All right. Oops. And the green, oh, the magenta went away. See, that's the only thing about some of these pours is the colors you think that are going to pop through. Like the magenta, I thought there was a ton of magenta on here, but for the purple. But look at that. So we've got, that's level. So what I'm going to do now is I've got some paint here that missed the side. So, oops, that's coming up the tablecloth. So I'm going to take and I'm going to rework the sides here. I'm going to have to add a ton because it's thin. And I don't want that. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. The corners usually get missed. So then I just rework the corners. And the cells are still coming up. I don't know if you can, oops, see that. This is definitely a pretty painting. Oh, so this one is kind of like the one I did over there, the rainbow pebbles. Ooh, this is so pretty. You guys have to see this. All right, so I'm gonna give it another blowout here, and then I will move this out of the way. Some people have a problem with their boobs when they're reworking pieces of their paintings. I don't have that problem. Since I've lost 17 pounds now, I'm working over at the Fowler office, doing all my walking. Great. All right, so this is okay. I think we're okay. Hi. So here it is. This is the finished piece. There's some of the cells. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare on there. There's some of those. But yeah, it turned out pretty nice. See that piece right there, that little chunk is from the Australian Floetrol. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there on the corner. Right here. Yeah, you can see it. But yeah, isn't that pretty? All right, there we go. If you can bear with the